Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the last video I built a big winter diorama for my Snow Guardian. So today I decided to build something a little bit quicker, a little bit smaller, so we are back at minifigure habitats. This is the latest one, which is the Snow Guardian habitat, and here is one of my micro scale habitat, the Canyon, that is gonna build a sort of inspiration for this build. So here I have two minifigures from the CMF 15. We are gonna put the clumsy guy on the side, and this is gonna be the next one that I will build soon on the channel. Today we are gonna be focused on the tribal woman. So it's this very cool minifigure, and that's why I bring in the Canyon, so we can get a little bit of inspiration for how to build this scene. So first, let's adjust a little bit the minifigure, which is very cool. So here is the minifigure that doesn't come alone, but has a beautiful baby, I would say tribal baby. Consider this is called tribal woman. I'm assuming this is a tribal baby. We are talking about Native Americans and Indians, Far West. So I think one thing that we need to add over here, since we are not gonna need this, so I think we can add a bow and arrow to this scene. So we're gonna give this, and we're gonna give a bow in the left hand, and in the right hand, she is gonna hold the baby that we are gonna put at the front, so it's more visible compared than the back. I added one stud there at the back, so we have a little bit of more space to post this. Okay, so this is how the minifigure is gonna look. Let's bring in the base, usual 8x8 base. I think we can take these two out for now, and let's start to build. So let's finish up a little bit. I add a little bit of water there to give a little bit of more color, as I usually do in my builds. We are gonna smooth out a little bit this corner over here and add a couple of details here at the back, a little bit of cheese loop, little bit of grass, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. I'm gonna add an additional two studs coming off on the left side. So I thought the best thing to build for this minifigure would be a tent. I think it's called a teepee. So that cone-shaped tent they were used by Native Americans. So let's see how I can build that. So I create a base structure at the back with a few modified bricks and brackets, and here we're gonna build all rounded curved slopes to create the tent. So this is the base. I added a corner one, a cut plate there to build a sort of entryway into the tent. Sorry about that. And we're gonna continue with this color scheme also here on the left side. So basically we have a white tent with a little bit of blue color, a blue stripe in the center. And this is the base of the tent that need to get smaller and smaller going up. So basically I build all different layers with slopes. Going up is getting smaller and thinner all the way up to the top, always getting slightly smaller. And so here now we have our the base of the tent. This is gonna connect at the back over here to that stud. Here is all smooth, so we don't have any issue with that. And this is how the tent look like. Now I think I can already start to add the wall on one side. So here I create all this big wall. That's where I got the inspiration from the Canyon minifigure habitat to get this background with all the different layers of the landscape. And this is gonna prevent the tent to move around. As you can see, the tent is a little bit inclined, and it actually goes into the space over here. So I will need to find a solution for that in a moment. Let's finish the top of the tent first. So here I decided to build a red top. So I have a modified brick with 4 sides. This connection is not very good because actually this space is smaller compared to the one of the plate, of the jumper in this case. But I think the connection is good enough. And then at the back here, at another jumper, we're gonna add these two so that I can go at the back, see this on top, and connect to the Technic pin over there. So it's nice and flat over there. And now the tent is looking already better and rounded. We just need to add the last tip, which is this big cone bricks. with a little bit of an hint of the like two wooden support structure at the center, and this is gonna sit on the top there, connect to the brick, and now we have our teepee completed. Now let's add the back wall. So as I said, here we need to find a solution to let it go into the wall. So I basically build around it. This is gonna connect over there. So you can see the tent now is going exactly into those gaps over there. Now I need to make sure that there's all that light cannot be seen, because otherwise it look weird. So I'm gonna add another modified brick over here, and then a big plate at the back is gonna connect over there. So now everything at the back is dark, and it look like actually the teepee, the tent is going at the back there, and we cannot see any light. So I think like this it looks okay with all the background on the side. Now the minifigure is gonna sit over here, and we need to add a little bit of additional details. Let's see, maybe we can put it over here on the jumper, so we have a little bit of better view on the entrance. Over here I decided to build a small sort of fireplace. So I used in this case this Technic part, one by one with the hole in the center, and this fire. We are gonna put the flame going that way, so they go away from the baby, because I think it didn't look good. So this simple build for the fireplace is gonna go there. Then you can tilt it around in any way you like. And just to add a little bit more color, I think we need to add a cactus. I built one before, I think with the chili costume minifigure habitat, and that one was a bit too bulky to fit in this scene, so I found this one. It is actually not my design. I find it on some of my parts over here, and I think it works out pretty well. Very simple, it fits in a small space, and it does the job. So that we can connect on the jumper there. So now I think we have a nice completed scene. Let's see if we can give a little bit of inclination here to the minifig. And there we go. So here we have a nice tribal woman minifigure habitat. We can put it together to some of my recent CMF. This is the Fairy Captain from the CMF 23, as well as the Tooth Fairy, in this case, the Sugar Fairy that became a Tooth Fairy. You can find all of this on my channel, all the tutorial. And guys, they just announced also the new Series 24 coming in January, and it's really, really cool. So let me know what you think about my solution here for the tent, for this minifigure habitat, and stay tuned for more cool builds here on A Brick Dreamer. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.